Ian, it's a win on our second outing, but a challenging evening.
Yeah, very much so. Very hard game. Stranraer came and played very well in the match, as I knew they would. I thought this was going to be a really tough game tonight, especially at home against lower league opposition. We had loads of the ball, but football is, unfortunately, it's probably harder with the ball than it is without the ball, because you can close spaces down, you can block off channels, you can block off areas. But I've got to give credit to the players as well, the character that they showed to come back so late in the game. But we wanted to do it in a better fashion. We're not going to shy away from that, but overriding the fact at the moment, very happy to be 6 points at 6.
What's your kind of takeaway in terms of how you set the team up and what they delivered? I'm thinking of things like the tempo. Is it difficult in a night like this where the stadium seems a wee bit flat and you've got to generate your own pace internally?
It is to an extent, but we have to be ready for that, and we have to be better than that to go and block that sort of stuff out and make sure the tempo on the pitch is really high. But I felt in the first half it was decent. I felt we dominated the first half, to be honest. Second half, I felt we were sloppy. Our tempo dropped. We weren't getting forward the pitch quick enough. The players were not moving up the pitch as quick as we wanted them to for whatever reason, and a couple of guys went into their shell. Again, we can't hide away from that fact, and the demands and standards that have been set here over the last 12 to 18 months in particular, we can't do that. It's not going to be good enough in our division if we want to be successful, so we have to get over that hurdle very, very quickly. On the flip side, I always believe a little wake-up call is never a bad thing in this game, and certainly the quicker you get it, the better, and if you can get out of it with a win, even better. But it's not often you get away with that. But look, we've got our 6 out of 6, but we're not going to kid anyone on. We want to be better than that. It's
goals at either end of the clock as well as either end of the pitch that see us through. What was your view of them?
First goal was really good, excellent possession from the team, and then we found that tempo. We injected that tempo in at the right time, and our quality was really, really high. A good goal. That's where we want Jack to do his business in between the posts, 6-7 yards out. Again, it's an early goal, which the old saying in football, you can score too early. You always hope that's not the case, but it probably was this evening. Sometimes it takes time, like it did on Saturday, to get into a sort of groove a little bit and break teams down, and then you go from there. But again, credit to Stranraer in the way that they adapted to going 1-0 down away from home, because it's probably the last thing they talked about before they came out, and it's happened. But they managed to regroup and stay in the game, and as long as you stay in the game at any level against any opposition, you have a chance, and we nearly got caught out there.
It's probably the right two guys that scored tonight. You take goals from anyone, of course, but Ewan's been threatening for a while, and we know that his view is that he needs to add goals to his game, and Jack, it's a goal coming at the right time. Yeah,
it's great for Jack. Obviously disappointed that he's taken a wee roll on his ankle. Nothing serious on first thoughts, thankfully, but a frustrated one for him again. A little bit stop-start for him at the moment, and obviously for Muzza as well. He has been dangerous. I think that's his first goal since Partick away. Again, another set play, but I know last time he was here, and certainly when he was at Kilmarnock, he was scoring a lot of goals, and he wants to get back to that. And if we put good deliveries in, which football's pretty simple, you've got to have good delivery and you've got to attack the ball. Our delivery's definitely been better in the last two games than it was last season, and we've got guys now who are going to attack the ball, so delighted. A really important goal as well, because the difference of coming in here with 5 points possibly, with the bonus penalty, and 6 is pretty big.
In terms of other positives round about, a wee bit of kind of using the squad rather than squad rotation. Ross Matthews, good 75 minutes.
Yeah, good to get Ross back in the starting team as well and get some fitness up. Obviously 3 games in a week plays a part for some players. We look at some guys and we just think it's at this time of the season it's too much for them. We tried a couple of other things, Aidan on the left, Josh on the right. Just we want to try and get sort of outswinging crosses a little bit. It worked to an extent. It wasn't brilliant. We still had really good chances in the game from those areas to go and make the scoreline more emphatic, but we didn't take them. But look, we're trying to try things out. It's very difficult in pre-season these days because this cup comes around so quickly, and you look around a lot of other scorelines over this competition, not just tonight or at the weekend, then you'll see it's tricky.
It's a really tough balancing act, isn't it? You've got to chase the 3 points, but so early in the season you are wanting to try things out. Almost like you're playing Dylan in the 10 role, you're switching players left and right. You think you're hitting that right balance just now?
I think we are, yeah. And I'm not going to I'm not going to let one 45 minutes where we didn't quite get to our levels and standards, blight our copybook of the work we've done over the last 5 to 6 weeks. We know the second half wasn't the way we want to play. We know it was too slow. We know we didn't have the energy and tempo and intensity to the game that we wanted to have. But the players are fighting like mad still. We've seen that at the end. By coming back, the character again is there. We're disappointed to lose our first goal of the season and in pre-season, but it was going to happen at some point as well. It wasn't going to go on forever. But we need to tighten up a little bit. We need to maybe just look a little bit at our out of possession or transition when we lose the ball, how we're getting back in. But rustiness is still there for some players as well, because when you switch off for that summer, coming back in, it can be difficult. So I give the players a lot of credit for the way they battled, and some of the football was really, really good. But on the other side, we're really disappointed that we didn't just show a bit more.
Great. We'll congratulate you on the 3 points, which is the most important thing, and we'll let you get away to pick the brains of Scott Agnew in terms of Ross County.
Thank you.